Hey guys, HDV here and welcome to a brand new video. Today we've got a ton of new stuff to go over. Pokemon Battle Partners has been announced. We have some Nintendo Switch 2 leaks to go over. Legends EA news in January rumors. There's a lot of things to break down and get into today. So if you're excited for the video, make sure to drop a like down below. It's trying to hit 500 likes. It really helps out. Leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we cover in today's video. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell. With all of that out of the way, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. So, starting things off, let's take a look at Pokemon Battle Partners. It has now finally been announced. We have Cerebi here tweeting out saying, Cerebi update, the next Pokemon trading card game set has been announced for Japan Battle Partners, which features the return of Trainers Pokemon. It releases January the 24th, 2025. So this is the TCG set with like N and Reshiram. You have Lily and Clefairy, N and Zoroark. The one that was revealed on at Pokemon Worlds. The Japan set has been confirmed to be coming out on the 24th of January. So that means obviously it's going to be coming out just a little bit after that in the West. So it's a really obviously great TCG set that a lot of people are looking forward to. But there's a little bit more information about it over on PokeBeach. So Battle Partner set officially revealed featuring owners Pokemon. So Battle Partners was just revealed at Japan Champions League Osaka. We first learned about the set in July. Only the booster pack was shown. New cards will be unveiled tomorrow. So I think that's today, but either way. The pack art reveals the set will feature Iono's Bellibolt EX, N's Zoroark EX, Lily's Clefairy EX, and Hop's Zacian EX. We already knew from product listings that Iono would be featured on the set's accessories. As posted before, the set will release in Japan on the 24th of January. It will feature the return of Owner's Pokemon, which originally debuted in 2000's Gym Hero, so 24 years later. We will get the Battle Partner cards in our Journey Together set on March the 28th. Some of the English cards were already revealed in August at Worlds, so like I say, it's the N Reshiram card that a lot of people are wanting. Zoroark, Reshiram, you've got your Clefairy with Lily as well, Morgrem and, Grimmsnarl. It says, in Japan, Battle Partners will be the set to feature the I regulation mark. Japan's next rotation will go in to reflect the day this set releases. All F cards will rotate out, meaning only GH and I cards will be legal. And then here's the upcoming Japanese TCG schedule. So obviously, 24th is Battle Partners. 21st, we've got two decks named Starter Set, Stevens, Beldum, and Metagross EX, and Starter EX set, Marnie's, Molpico, and Grimmsnarl. March 14th is Heatwave Arena, featuring Cynthia's Garchomp EX. April the 18th is Glory of Team Rocket. And then June the 6th is Black Bolt and White Flare, which again, a lot of people think is another 151 set, but for Unova. So again, these are all the Japanese dates. So obviously it comes out in, you know, America, the West, a few months after that. So hopefully we get that date announced soon. But yeah, there's some very good TCG sets coming out next year, which are going to be pretty expensive. But either way, that's that. Next up, we have a new Nintendo Switch 2, a bit of information to go over. So WWG here tweeting out saying Nintendo Switch 2 rumor says the system will be very capable of handling major games. So we're talking AAA titles in this scenario. So it says the Nintendo Switch 2 rumor says the system will be very capable, yada yada yada. So in the nearly 8 years since Nintendo Switch arrived on the market, the system has been a metric ton of games released, or has seen a metric ton of games released, from first-party favorites like The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, to recent third-party games like Sonic Time Shadow Generations. While the system is significantly less powerful than PS5 or Xbox Series X, developers have not shied away from supporting it. Still, the system has missed out on several games that are too powerful for it to handle. I mean, we've all seen like the comparisons. I can't remember a game off my top of my head, but where they put like the PS5 next to the Switch too, next to the Switch, and it just literally looks like a PlayStation 1 game. It's not great. So, but now apparently the Switch 2 is going to easily handle it. So, it says, with a new Nintendo system arriving in 2025, many fans are wondering if the Nintendo Switch 2 will offer significant power boost that will allow it to play the biggest games. At this time, Nintendo has not offered official specs for the new console, and we have very limited information about the system's capabilities. However, some new insight has come from a developer on the Install Base forums. The poster goes by the name Matt, it's not me, and has long been a trusted source of the Reset-era forums. In a thread, Matt has said that both Nintendo and third parties see Switch 2 AAA titles as a big potential growth driver, and the hardware is very capable. In a follow-up post, the user noted that a lot of people will be pleasantly surprised by the games that will arrive on the Nintendo Switch 2. As with any rumor, readers should take this with a grain of salt. However, this would seem to bode well for the Nintendo Switch 2. Nintendo systems have always been underpowered compared to their competition, as the company likes to keep costs low. No one is expecting the new system to be on par with the PS5 Pro, but it sounds like developers are happy with the direction of the console and might be preparing some big games that have yet to be made available. Looking at the companies Nintendo have worked with in the Switch era, there are several games we could probably expect to see, including Square Enix, Bandai Namco, and Capcom titles that haven't made the jump. Games like Final Fantasy VII Remake, Elden Ring, and Street Fighter VI would seem like safe bets, but it's difficult to say what we'll see beyond that. So it's one of the few things we know for certain about the Switch 2 is that a full reveal will happen sometime between now and the end of March 2025. There has been a lot of speculation about an event in January, but we do know that Nintendo Direct presentations tend to happen early in the month of February. Regardless of which month it ends up being, there's reason to suspect we could see an actual announcement within the next few weeks. Once the dam breaks, we should expect to see third-party developers and publishers making some announcements of their own, because I think that's just all they're waiting for at the moment. They're just waiting for the Switch 2 to get announced so they can just drop the trailers and stuff like that, because some of them have accidentally done it already. Most have been quiet so far, but we have started to see some studios tease games for Nintendo platforms. Hopefully Nintendo fans will have a lot more to look forward to. So it's looking very, very promising for the Switch 2, even though the specs aren't going to be on par, like I say, with the PS5 and the Xbox Series X. Apparently it's still going to be capable of handling these AAA titles that I guess a lot of people were worried that would still not see the Nintendo Switch kind of era. But yeah, it looks like it's going in the right direction. This is the actual post here. This was taken from Poor Elite saying Nintendo Switch 2 hardware might surprise on just how capable it will be. So Switch 2 developer claims that hardware is very capable. So a low-key trusted developer from Install Base responded to a user claiming that Switch 2 wouldn't get AAA games and that the system would be weak. And he responded saying it's not. Both Nintendo and third parties see the Switch 2 AAA titles as a big potential growth driver. The hardware is very capable. He added, I'm not at all saying it'll get everything always, but I think a lot of people will be pleasantly surprised. And then this is the actual post here. So yeah, just join. Seems like a nice chill community and have some wind down time around the holidays to chat a bit. I'm not at all saying it'll get everything always, but I think a lot of people like this is basically just him what we've just got over. But this is just the actual post there, and you'll probably see this right from the first presentation of its lineup. So when we do get like that lineup, Necro Felipe thinks that they're going to drop like a big game at the start to just kind of show the expectations and show what this console is going to be able to do, which I hope they do. I hope they start things off with a massive title. Well, I want them to start with a big Nintendo title, obviously, like Mario Kart 9 or Open World Mario or something like that. And then they also, in that presentation, they drop like Elden Ring or something like that, just to show what it actually looks like on the Switch 2 and that it can actually run it, because that would open the door for so many things for Nintendo, being able to run games like Elden Ring. Again, it's not going to look like the PS5 Pro and stuff, but the fact that it would be able to run it and it looks relatively like decent, that's all people really want, but we'll have to wait and see. That'll all get shown in the presentation. But that's the Nintendo Switch 2 kind of like leak rumor, whatever you want to call it. Moving on, we also have this post to go over from Soul Silver regarding Pokemon Legends EA and the potential that we're going to be seeing some news in January. Again, the only reason we think we're going to see news in January is because Riddler-Q said that. He's not been right about anything in regards to Legends EA yet, so why would he be right about this one? Who knows? We are definitely going to get news by the end of February, though, because of Pokemon Day. For me, it doesn't seem like there's much point in dropping a trailer, you know, 2 trailers a month apart when we've had nothing for right now like 10 months. Doesn't really make sense. They should have dropped the trailer in October. Apparently we're going to. It got pushed back. Whatever. But we've got Soul Silver out here talking about why potentially we could be seeing some news in January. So we've got Soul Silver saying maybe to pay homage, I could see our next Pokemon Legends EA news coming in January 2025, mirroring X and Y's first reveal in Jan 2013. So this is kind of a reply to this post here from Alec, saying prediction time, we will get a teaser for something Pokemon either just before New Year's Eve or right after. Then on January the 8th, we'll get a presentation of some kind showing off the first footage of Pokemon Legends EA, replicating the exact way they announced X and Y way back in 2013. So the only reason people are thinking that it could be this soon, like generally still this month or you know, the very, very start of January, as well as because of how they kind of revealed X and Y and stuff, because that's the exact sort of cycle they went through with the Generation 6 games originally. So yeah, mirroring X and Y's reveal, first reveal in January 2013. The idea of Pokemon Legends EA news in January is from Riddler Coup, but to make it clear, if you look at what he said, the news we've been waiting for is about pre-orders / merch. This whole time we've been anticipating big news in October that was pushed to January, but the news was never confirmed to be big. I mean, that is true. He did say we were going to get, like, I'm pretty sure he did say something about a trailer, though. I could have sworn, I've covered Riddler Coup a lot, and I swear, well, maybe he didn't say anything about a trailer, but he definitely said something about, like, news or something happening in October. But they're not going to do any Legends EA merch or anything without a new trailer. Like, there's nothing to show. Like, they can't do any merch of the starters because they haven't revealed them. They can't do merch of new Mega Evolutions because they've not revealed them. Can't even do merch of, like, characters and stuff because they haven't revealed them. Like, they need a trailer to be able to do merch and pre-orders. Otherwise, they just simply can't do it. So even if there is news about pre-orders and stuff, that has to be accompanied by a trailer, because what merch are they going to do about the initial reveal trailer that we got for this game? Nothing was shown. So this whole time, like I say, anticipating big news in October, was pushed back to January, but never was confirmed to be big. So it can range from a trailer to just some promo merch for ZA pre-orders. But again, I mean, the promo merch for ZA pre-orders, I feel like it's just so difficult to do. Like, they could do like Pokeballs and stuff, but the thing is with like promo pre-orders is they usually drop them at the end of a trailer. At least Pokemon do anyway. And websites, they have listed Legends EA, like Amazon's listed it and stuff like that, but they're just placeholders. All they've literally listed is like a blank Switch case with the Legends EA logo, and then it's like 31st of December or something like that, which again is just a placeholder. That's not obviously when the game's coming out. One thing Q did say very early on last year is that ZA would still have a big focus on Pokemon Day 2025. It might even be the main focus, so I'll be prepping to wait till then for a guaranteed trailer. January could still reveal the starters, or at least release date, which is actually big news too. I mean, I think the starters is generally all people want. That's all we really need to tie us over until February. Like, we know we're getting news in February. We can wait that long, but I think a small trailer just showing off the starters would just be perfect. Like, it only has to be like 30 seconds long. I mean, I don't think they're going to do that because showing the starters is quite a big thing, and they'll want to put that in a big trailer. And I don't think they'll show anything before the starters either, because that's literally at the very start of the game. But it would be nice to see them. It would be really, really nice to see them. I'm kind of on the fence. I don't know if we're going to see news or not. For me, it just doesn't make sense to drop a trailer in January then February. Again, whether it's just a pre-order bonus from certain retailers and stuff, I mean, that technically is news, but at the end of the day, it's not information that we want. But the only saving grace is obviously that we are guaranteed news in February, and it's going to be a big trailer as well. Like, I cannot see it not being a massive trailer, especially if this game doesn't come out in November and it actually comes out earlier in 2025, like a lot of people are expecting, like May, June, July, whatever. This is going to be like the last, not the last big trailer, but it's going to be, you know, there's only so many trailers they can do until that release. Like, if it does come out in May, you know, we get a big trailer in February. We've only got March and April to promote this game. Again, I don't think it's going to come out in May. I personally think it's going to be like June, July-ish time. Some people still think it's going to be November, which is fair enough. We just do not know. It could easily be November. But the fact that the game's basically ready now, I don't think it's going to be waiting until November. I don't think it's going to be that long. But that's just kind of my 2 cents about the situation. But yeah, for news in January, I really hope they replicate the X and Y release, kind of, because that means we're getting news literally, you know, next week. But again, whether they replicate that or not, whether we get a trailer in January, the fact that we're definitely getting news in February is definitely obviously something to look forward to. But I don't know, what do you guys think? Do you think we are going to get some news in January? Do you think it's just going to wait until February? Which again is guaranteed. We're getting to those months now where, you know, we're guaranteed the Switch 2 reveal by March, guaranteed Legends EA news by February. You know, we're getting to the guarantees now. Like, the last possible moment that they can reveal things is literally about to happen. So again, we're also expecting Switch 2 news next month, potentially ZA news as well, which again makes sense. But if it doesn't happen, we don't have to wait that long anyway. But let me know your thoughts on this. When do you think we're going to see some ZA news? And also, what are your thoughts on the Switch 2 stuff as well? Do you think they're going to be dropping these massive AAA titles on the Switch 2 or whatnot? And then also, Battle Partners obviously announced, just for all you guys that do appreciate the TCG. But anyway, that's everything from me. If you enjoyed, drop a like. Let's try and hit 500. Like I say, leave a comment with your thoughts on anything we covered. Subscribe if you're brand new. Ring the notification bell for daily Pokemon content. Have a fantastic rest of your day. And until next time, peace.